Hello, we're here at the Morning Muffin Show. We are live now, 5 seconds in. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I am very well rested today. My son and my husband went to, we call it the cabin, but it's really the house. It's my father-in-law's house that we inherited after he passed away.
Oh.
And so they're up there today, and I got to not only go to bed at like 8 last night, but I didn't wake up. My internet, I'm at home. I'm so sorry. Okay, but today we're talking about Chenoa.
Yes. It sounds like magic.
Chenoa or Chenoa?
Chenoa. Oh no. I think it's frozen. Uh-oh. You're back.
Oh my gosh, I am like literally sitting next to my router, you guys. It's like within like 5 feet of me. And I am so sorry, you guys. This is like, I live in a townhome community, probably, like you said earlier, spliced. Anyway, I'm going to
nice internet.
I'm going to get to the point. I'm going to put the meat and potatoes up here. So even if I fuzz out, you guys can still see share screen. Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, beep.
Yeah, it's an amazing program though. Just in general, I think it's kind of, I shouldn't say the best out there, but it's a great down payment assistance program. It will definitely cover your down payment.
Yeah. Now, even if I go out, I think you still stay live. So if you can just keep talking. But okay. I have to share this one more time. It always makes me do it twice. But as of September 15th, it announced that it was going to start a 5% down payment program assistance. And it began actually March 1st of this year.
Yeah. Absolutely. And we're getting kind of updates on that daily. It's really great because most people, if you go FHA or you'd use 3.5% down. So then the other 1.5% can help you pay your closing cost. Mm-hmm. So in the market that we're in right now, it's not too common that you see sellers giving up closing cost. So this is a way to get closing cost and down payment assistance.
And the great part about it, and you and I talk about this all the time, about how important housing is for just humanity in general. Like it's a basic need, right?
Absolutely.
And to have this stability here and to start out with this, actually, I highlighted it. This is forgivable after 10 years. So not only will you have a third of your mortgage paid off, but you'll have also this little bit 5% equity, or if you use it towards closing costs. If you use it to your down payment, then it's an extra 5%. If you use it towards your closing costs, then it's just kind of a wash. But at least you like a lot of down payment assistance programs are second mortgages, which
and Chenoa has a second mortgage program, which is the Rate Advantage program. But they also have the DPA Edge, and that's a soft second. So depending on where you fit, if you do 3.5% down and only use that program, or the 5% down, it has to fit, like your ratios matter, your credit score matters. For approval on the program, but depending on what program you use, Chenoa does have a program that's forgivable in 36 months. So that's a real plus.
I think that's their 3% or 3.5%.
3.5. Yep.
That's so awesome. That is so awesome. Because then you're not like a second mortgage, even if it's silent, is kind of, or it's not just kind of, it's actually like not, it's like you're in debt automatically.
Yep. And then there's also, I mean, there's interest, on that as well. So yeah.
Some of them are interest free, but
Right.
not all of them. Not all of them, depending upon percentage down and things like that, and how much of the program you take. But the one that people are most familiar with is Minnesota Housing. Now, this is not Minnesota Housing. This is Cedar Bancorp in partnership with, I'm going to click on this.
Okay.
In partnership with, beep, 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 beep. I do believe it's a tribe out of Utah, right?
Yeah, I think, it's more West Coast. I work with someone in particular. I think, he's in Utah for sure.
Here we go. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of navigating who we are. And it's got this great little thing. Yeah. So it's the corporation is federally chartered and wholly owned by Cedar Bancorp of the Paiutes, a constituent band of the Paiute tribe of Utah. Programs are designed to increase access to home ownership and creditworthy families. This is just like, if you watch this video, they also have like the testimonial page. It's called What People Are Saying. It'll make you cry.
Yeah.
Because these are people that have, maybe they have a choice to pay rent or medical bills.
Yeah.
And rent is going up, or there's stairs in the home, and and there's all kinds of things that are just people, life happens, and this is one of the things that says, hey, you do you, and we'll help you figure out.
Like, it is literally just a here to help program. There's not a lot of hoops that you have to jump through, to be approved for the program. The wonderful thing is most down payment is, or the MHFA in particular, it starts at $640, $650. And then, this program starts at $620. So.
And there is like a little bit of a bump in your interest rate when you are in the lower bracket. I think it's like 620 to 659. They'll add like a bit, like 0.25% to your interest rate, just because you are a little bit higher risk. But that's not that much compared to some companies that'll add extra points.
Well, and their rates right now are still low compared to, what rates were or what rates may be. You're still getting it at a pretty good market rate.
Totally. Yes. So there's some great videos here. I have some intel. Let me go back to this. They have some amazing little flyers and things like that can kind of help. And their blog is actually quite fun here, which is, where I found the double high fives, 5% down payment assistance program, which is really great. But you guys can read through it and read through all the changes and stuff during COVID as well, because people are wondering, like, oh, well, what's happening post-COVID, or how is this program still going to be around? How is it funded? And you can see it's still going strong.
Yeah, it's a thriving program, and more people are liking to use it. And more people are learning about the program. I'd love to use the program for, buyers that maybe have a little bit of savings that can, if they're going to use the 3.5% program, there is either a 1% or a 1.5% funding fee. And so that goes into your closing cost. But that's much cheaper than, coming up with a down payment on your own. And if you're able to.
They have to make money on this, they have to figure out how it works and things like that. And, if you do end up the forgivable ones, if you do end up selling, you have to pay it back. But that would be like any second mortgage or anything like that. So
Yeah.
But it is the fact that it is forgivable. I love that 3.5% is after 36 months. That's only 3 years.
Yeah.
So if you are a young, budding family and your budget is like this,
Yeah.
but your family is growing like this, then in 3 years you can sell and use that equity to buy again, and it's so great.
Well, the nice thing too is you can use it on a townhome, you can use it on a single family home, you can use it on a condo. So those things are you have choice in the type of home that you want to buy with down payment.
Yeah, actually, that is an interesting point, because there was a bit of time there when actually Minnesota housing pulled out of the condo market.
Yep.
And they're back in it now, I believe. But yeah, I mean, it's just something that those community programs or common interest communities, townhomes, condos, and things like that, they have interesting rules and regulations. And a lot of it has to do with investors owning in there. And so it's not always equitable to essentially invest, which is what some of these companies are doing. They're investing in housing.
Communities and in housing. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not always equitable to invest in a certain common interest community. So make sure you guys partner well with your real estate agent and your loan officer to understand that community before purchasing.
Mm-hmm. And if you've ever owned a home before, you can reuse this. You can use this program. So it's not like a one and done type thing. So that's a nice thing too.
That's awesome. For real. How many clients have you had that have reused it? Do you have any?
I haven't had any yet that have reused it, but I know that that's available.
Oh, that is so great. I love that. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing this screen. Beep, boop, beep. I have to press this button up top. I'm so excited about this program. So you and I have clients in common that are using this program, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to be closing soon, which is exciting. And how did you hear about this?
Well, I actually heard about Chenoa a while back. Not a lot of lenders use the program, though, which is very interesting.
No, especially not in Minnesota. I feel like everybody is using Minnesota housing.
Yep. And then Minnesota, like a lot of people, there was the LIFT program, and then there's a ton of different down payment assistance programs. That some of the programs you have to complete education or complete their classes before you start the program. With Chenoa, I've had customers use this program without a first-time home buyer's class. I think it's beneficial to a customer who is going to be a first-time home buyer to actually take the class. And we can definitely assist with that, and you can do it for free. You can do it online as well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it just so happened that the lender I work for now, they offer the program. And so I was really excited because one of the first buyers that I had use it, she just had a 620 credit score. And we actually got her across the line. And there's not a lot of help for people who have maybe worked really hard to get their credit up just to that 620 mark. Just to find out that they can't get any assistance, but you're eligible for a purchase or however.
Yeah. And you know what? I also, this comes up a lot. I feel like people have this like negative judgmental attitude towards low credit scores. And it has, sometimes you can be like a really good, outstanding person with great payment history and great income, but you just like weren't educated in credit. So maybe you just don't have enough credit. You don't have any lines of credit.
Or different trade lines. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I want everybody out there right now to take everything you think about low credit scores, and I want you to put it in the trash, because this program is just out there to give people this basic human need.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And if people had housing stability too, sometimes different decisions in life would have been made.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah, I think it's it's definitely a launching pad for people, no matter what type of purchase you make, being able to own a home. Like we spoke before, your net worth goes up right away. You know.
Totally. Oh my gosh, Gigi, I love this program so much. I feel like we could talk about it again. I can't believe it's already been 15 minutes that we've been talking about this. You guys, for those of you that are out there watching this and you want to know more, I'm adding, excuse me, I will add the link to it. I'm sorry, I'm in a weird spot in my house on my couch. And if you hear a weird noise, my dog will probably fart.
Oh, no.
Any minute now. And their butt is like behind my computer. Okay, so I know I'm kind of crass. I apologize, but you're in my house right now. Right. Okay, there we go. I just added the blog page because that's what I was on. You guys can navigate from there. If you're a real estate agent and you're watching this and you don't know about it, please go visit their website. They have advertisements that you can use, that you can add your information in, door knockers, things like that. Educate yourself. Talk to your lenders out there and figure out how we can get this basic human right to everybody in our community, please.
And I think I do sometimes when I'm just doing consultations or just at the front end of an application, I'll send my customers links to do some of their own research on down payment assistance. I'd love to help find programs for customers, but I think it's really important for customers to kind of understand where they fit too.
I love you as a lender. You are all about education and you're all about transparency and just put it out there. I mean, if you want it, take it. If you don't, leave it, and they're going to hear what they want anyway. So you might as well
that's the truth.
Just educate them along the way. Maybe something will plant.
Stick. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I will see you later this week or next week. I know next Friday we're talking. I don't remember what it's about, but
I think we're doing closing cost.
Down payment versus closing costs, because we missed it last week because you and I were at a closing together and it was a little time consuming.
Yeah. Say that. Yeah, I'm excited about that one though. I think down payment versus closing costs is super important. I don't think a lot of people know the difference. Customers, I don't think they really know the difference and how to get there.
Oh yeah. It's that myth. Like, they always hear credit score, but they don't hear DTI, right?
Right.
But they hear down payment, but they don't hear closing costs. So
and a lot of people hear down payment as like a deposit, which is your earnest money, or you know what I mean? So there's so many things that fit in, and then cash to close is combining, everything. So I'm excited about that topic.
I am too. Okay. Well, I will see you later. You guys have a beautiful Easter weekend. Yeah. Enjoy it. Okay. And we will talk to you very, very, very soon.
Happy Good Friday.
Bye.